Rihanna and ASAP were settling down, planning a wedding, and prepping for baby number 3. The streets are buzzing with news that Sis had to be rushed to the hospital after discovering that ASAP had been cheating on her with multiple OnlyFans girls. No less than using her money to do it. Yes, ma'am, you heard that right. Her own coins. Word is, ASAP has been living off Rihanna's credit cards for a good minute now. And he really had the nerve to swipe those same cards to fly out his little 304s and mess around on her. Meanwhile, while Rihanna's been out here holding it down, being a loyal partner and raising their kids, this man had her out in court, looking stressed and disheveled, pulling every string she could to get him off the hook from that hot mess of a case he was caught up in a few weeks ago. And this is how he repays her playing in her face like that. Chilly, it gets worse. Reports say Rihanna is actually pregnant with their 3rd baby right now. And the word going around is that she nearly lost the baby after finding out what ASAP had been doing behind her back. The cheating rumors kicked off when an OnlyFans model appeared on Canal Joseph's live stream. He asked her who the most famous person was that she had ever hooked up with.
Now get this. When she started to say the name, she muted her mic, but that didn't stop the internet sleuths from reading her lips. And baby, they were quick to figure out that she said ASAP Rocky. What's even messier? She claimed they still cool to this day. Sis even pulled out her phone and showed Canal and his crew receipts, messages and pics of her and ASAP hanging out, chatting it up, and getting real cozy after their encounters. Of course, once the stream chat started blowing up with ASAP's name, she flipped the switch, got defensive, and started going off on folks for bringing him up. She tried to act like she's too beneath ASAP for him to ever mess with her like that. But the gag is, she is exactly the type these rappers tend to creep with, even when they've got a whole queen at home. So she wasn't fooling nobody with that. And even as she kept denying that it was ASAP, you could see Canal and his boys giving her that look. You know the one. Like, girl, we know you lying, but we're not about to call you out because you told us that in confidence. Exactly. Canal looked like he was shook, and you could tell she instantly regretted even mouthing ASAP's name. Probably realized she just fumbled the bag and lost herself a big-time client. All she had to do was stay quiet. Now here she is, backpedaling and trying to convince everyone she didn't say his name, when even a toddler could lip-read what she said.
Now look, I'm not saying it was ASAP, but if we're being real for a second, her lips definitely said ASAP Rocky. And folks didn't hesitate to start coming for him. They dragged that man straight down to hell. No breaks. Like this one person who said, if ASAP Rocky really out here cheating on Rihanna after she was just in court riding for him through all that mess this peanut head looking dude is done. Then Sis tried to downplay the whole thing, hitting us with that tired line. Look at me. You really think I could pull ASAP Rocky? Girl, let's not act brand new. These men be having dime-piece wives and still out here creeping with women who don't even compare. When it comes to cheating, men truly have zero standards. Now, like I said, this OnlyFans model was not letting up. She jumped on X to keep pushing the denial, still going on with that same, oh, y'all really think I could pull ASAP? As if we haven't seen these men cheat with anybody who got 2 legs and a pulse. Girl, good night. She even said, if y'all really believe ASAP cheated on Rihanna with me, go to church. Go outside. May God bless your delusional hearts because wow, y'all are wilding. Like, ma'am, we're talking about a couple raising a whole family. She said she was gonna pray for people and tried to act like she doesn't joke around when it comes to cheating rumors. Then went on to call out clickbaiters and blog pages, claiming they twist the tiniest clips and folks just run with it like sheep. She wrapped it up with, you'll see how all this turns out.
But when she clocked that nobody was buying what she was selling, she turned around and started going after Canal Joseph like it was his fault she let ASAP's name slip. At that point, Sis was spiraling hard, and I don't know about y'all, but she was doing way too much for someone supposedly innocent. She even tweeted at Canal like, Bozo. This is the last time I'm speaking on this. I don't care anymore. That stream was clickbait and a clip farm. ASAP didn't cheat on Rihanna, on my life. So you sheep go get your high somewhere else. Much love, bye. Ooh, child. A whole joy, stinking messy situation. I'm actually secondhand embarrassed for Sis. And while she was busy ranting and spiraling, some folks went digging through her Instagram, and guess what they found? Receipts. Yes, girl, ASAP was all up in her likes. And not just months ago either. We're talking as recently as days ago, liking multiple pics, consistently too. And let's not forget, people also pointed out that this isn't the first time ASAP has been accused of stepping out on Rihanna. Allegedly, a video went viral a while back, showing someone who looked a lot like him blowing the back out of an OnlyFans model. His team denied it was him back then, but now folks are revisiting that footage and saying, yeah, that was most definitely him, Chile.
Even messy old Tasha K had to chime in with her 2 cents on this drama. And let me tell you, she was not kind to Rihanna. She went as far as suggesting that Rihanna was letting ASAP bring OnlyFans girls into their bedroom for wild threesomes because she couldn't stop him from cheating, but still wanted to keep up with his freaky behavior. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is far from the first time ASAP's name has been tied to cheating rumors allegedly, of course. But the big difference now is that Rihanna is supposedly pregnant again, and people are seriously worried that all this stress he's putting her through could lead to complications for her and the baby. Remember back in 2022 when Rihanna was pregnant with their first child? The streets were buzzing that ASAP was cheating with shoe designer Amina Muaddi. The rumor originally came from fashion blogger Louis Pisano, who tweeted out something along the lines of, "Rihanna and ASAP Rocky have split. She caught him cheating with Amina Muaddi." Amina, by the way, is the designer behind a lot of Fenty's footwear, and Rihanna's often spotted in custom pieces from the line. Apparently, she and ASAP go way back, and even worked on a shoe collab together before.
The drama supposedly went down at Craig's in LA, but shortly after, a source close to both Rihanna and ASAP told TMZ the rumors were completely false. Like 1,000,000% not true. They said everything was fine between them. Amina also felt the need to address the allegations head-on with a long statement. In it, she said she usually wouldn't even respond to baseless lies spread online, especially something so nasty. But after seeing how quickly people were spreading it without caring about facts, even during what should be a joyful time in someone's life, she had to speak up. Not just for herself, but out of respect for those involved. But Chile, that wasn't even the end of it. Just a few months back, when Summer Bunny and Asian Doll were going back and forth online, Summer put on her messy boots and exposed Asian Doll for allegedly sleeping with ASAP, while Rihanna was pregnant with baby number 2. And if that's true, then it's looking like a pattern. ASAP always stepping out whenever Rihanna is pregnant. Even before that, there were whispers that he was getting cozy with Saweetie, and honestly, he low-key confirmed it in one of his tracks. Around the same time, a blind item started circulating that said, and I quote, "These two Cali-born rapper lovebirds, YG and Saweetie, who recently got in legal trouble, are now beefing because one of them is hearing all the tea in LA about her messing around, from getting freaky with a B-list singer to flirting with her ex's producer Quavo, and even creeping with a certain foreign-born A-list singer's baby daddy, A$AP Rocky."
Basically, they said the icy girl didn't have a specific type and was definitely not trying to be wifed up. Then, to make things even messier, ASAP dropped a song around that time throwing shade at Saweetie, bragging that he bagged Rihanna over her. The lyrics went something like, "Rag on my head like Habibi Canary, my stones look like Tweety passed on a Saweetie. I got me a Riri." It was giving very much bitter ex energy. Now, of course, all of this is just speculation and rumors, but folks in the streets are pretty convinced that there's something shady going on. And believe it or not, a lot of people are pointing fingers at Rihanna, saying she brought this on herself by choosing to have babies with someone they feel isn't even close to being on her level. Riri even showed up to court with the kids to paint that picture-perfect family vibe. Meanwhile, he's out here acting up and embarrassing her publicly. Shaking my head, it's just sad. Some are even comparing her to other iconic women who settled way below their worth, like Janet with Jermaine Dupri, Mariah with Nick Cannon, and Whitney with Bobby. But now I want to hear from y'all, what do you think about Rihanna possibly getting cheated on by ASAP? And do you think he's really the one that OnlyFans model was hinting at in that stream? Sound off in the comments below and make sure you click right here to check out this other juicy mess.